was using the easy out to get it out, and that's also snapped within the sheared bolt, so I reckon that's going to take quite a while to get out now. I think that's dished it out just enough for me to get a start on it with the drill. Having to move on to something completely different now. That sheared bolt's not having any of it. None of me drill bits are touching it, so I've literally just popped in and ordered some new drill bits, and I'm going to try the left-handed drill bit on that so I can try and extract it. But I've just removed the shock absorbers from both sides with the intention of eventually being able to clean up and paint up underneath there. But I'm really toying with whether I should take this engine out now or not. I've come this far, I've got quite a lot of parts off that I'll show you now. Got a rear valance here that needs quite a lot of work. Very thin, and ideally I'd like to take this complete section out and remake a new one, but it's just too lengthy for me to make a complete piece and bending it in my brake. I could make it in 2 sections maybe, but I'm going to have a little ponder on that. I might just cut out the worst and replace what I can. Rear bumper ain't too bad, it's a little bit scabby here and there, but nothing that can't handle a little rub down. I'm not too sure what these little brackets are for. Initially I thought they was maybe for license plate, but any ideas, comment below. Managed an initial clean up of the underside here now, managed to scrape all the muck off of most of the gearbox and the surrounding chassis rails, but like I said, I'm toying with the idea of removing the engine quite soon because there's some repairs up there that I need to get to, and obviously the engine removed will give me more opportunity to get to them. Plus I'll have to remove the fuel tank anyway, so the last thing I want to do is start welding with that thing still in there. I've also got this bar to take out that I'm a little bit reluctant to with the engine in still. Right, I've pondered over it far too long now, and I'm going to bite the bullet and get this engine out. It's just going to make it a lot easier to get to all the repairs that I need to do. I am going to modify this little engine dolly that I've got. I'm basically going to make a wider frame so it can accommodate the heat exchangers, so the heat exchangers sit on both sides of it and I can still get the trolley jack in and out, and hopefully I've got enough room around the bus to actually drop the engine and pull it around the corner, hopefully. First things first, I'm going to drain that fuel tank. I honestly can't believe that I had that much fuel in there. That's a whole 20 litres. Here we go. So just welded this up out of an old bed frame that I had laying about. I didn't get any of it on film because it was crudely done, and I didn't even turn my gas on to do it. But that's going to sit across my engine dolly, and hopefully I'll be able to pull the engine out a little bit smoother. So I've already got the accelerator cable disconnected from the carb end here. I'm still yet to put it through the fan shroud. So the heat exchanger cables have never been attached to this bus, but they would have to be removed as well. So you're going to need to remove the wire from the oil sensor, along with the negative side of your coil and pull that part of the loom backwards, and also the positive off the alternator. So we've got 4 nuts to undo before we can separate the engine from the gearbox. That'll be 2 lower and 2 upper, one being behind the fan shroud where the starter motor bolt passes through and fastens on the other side. Right, we should be good to go. I've got no more of the loom attached to the engine. I've got all 4 bolts out. Just going to clean up underneath here, get all the tools out of the way, see if we can drag this thing out.